Alright, let's see how I did in my predictions for this year. Starting with trucks, prediction number 1. Johnny Sauter will make the Final Four. Wow. What a way to start off. Johnny Sauter didn't even make the chase. Yeah. In fact, he had one of his worst seasons ever, so while all of his other teammates got at least one win and made the chase. You see, I was going to go with Austin Hill for the Final Four prediction, but everyone was doing that prediction, so I went with Johnny Sauter instead because I thought he would come back and rebound after last year. Well, instead it was worse. But even if I chose Austin Hill, I would have been wrong either way, so. Prediction number 2, Todd Gilliland will make the chase. Wow, that was actually correct. He didn't really do much that season, but hey, at least I got a prediction correct. Number 3 for trucks. Matt Crafton and Grant Enfinger will both break their winless streaks. Yeah, I got that one right. Crafton was able to break his winless streak. His winless drought continued even when he won the championship with 0 wins last year, but he did finally win again this year at one of the Kansas races. And Enfinger was able to win 4 times and would make the Final Four, but he choked the title away. So yeah, but hey, at least that one is correct. Number 4, Chandler Smith will win a race. He was pretty close to doing that a few times, but bad luck was on Chandler Smith's side this year. So, that's unfortunate. Number 5, Kyle Busch will win all but one race that he enters. Well, he won 3 out of the 5 races that he entered because Kyle Busch is a jerk face. And prediction number 6 for trucks, Greg Biffle will run the Eldora race. Well, this one is obviously wrong considering that Eldora didn't host a single race, mainly because of the pandemic. But then again, who really predicted Eldora was going to be canceled? It was kind of an unpredictable thing. Now, granted, Greg Biffle did run a race at Darlington, but he didn't really do much in that race. In fact, he put around in 20th throughout the entire race, which I was surprised because he was at GMS, and I thought he would have a good day, but yeah, even with that, that was wrong. Now let's move on to Xfinity. Prediction number 1. AJ Allmendinger will steal a win at a road course. Yeah, I got that one correct too. Now, the thing about it is that Atlanta win didn't really count because it was an oval win, and I said he would steal a win at a road course, but then he won the Charlotte Roval, and he went on to win that, so that was basically correct. But if he did not win that event, this one would have been wrong. Because hence the title, Road Course, on the predictions. Yeah, number 2 for Xfinity, Ross Chastain will make the Final Four. Well, this has been a truly disappointing season for Ross Chastain. After the season he had in trucks last year, I really thought he would do that in Xfinity. Well, while all of his teammates managed to get a win, Chastain was pretty disappointed. Now, granted, he did get a buttload of top 10s, but it still didn't matter. He didn't make the Final Four, and somehow, someway, he failed to win a race, which I was actually shocked that he didn't win a race. So that's wrong. Prediction number 3. 4 Cup leeches will win at least once. Well, the only Cup leech that won was Kyle Busch, so that's wrong. Again. But then again, I am glad that this one was wrong. Prediction number 4 for Xfinity. Harrison Burton will finish ahead of Brandon Jones in points. Damn it. Number 5. Justin Allgaier will have more wins than all of his teammates combined. Wow. I actually thought this was going to be wrong at first, especially since Noah Gragson unfortunately had some sort of breakout season, but the only reason why this one was correct was because Noah Gragson just basically choked all these wins away late in the season, especially at Texas and Phoenix, so... But I am glad that Gregson choked all of them because screw him for dumping Justin Allgaier at Bristol. Yes, I'm still butthurt over that, okay? But anyways, yeah, this one was correct. In fact, there were no other junior motorsports drivers that won. Allgaier was able to get 3, and Gregson only had 2, and no one else at junior motorsports won. So, yeah, this one was somehow, some way correct because Noah Gragson just basically is the new choker of the series. You love to see it. And number 6 for Xfinity, Ryan Sieg will get his first career win. Well, he was pretty close to doing so in at least probably 2, maybe 3 races. He got a third place finish at Las Vegas early in the year, and he did pretty well at Homestead, winning a stage in both the Homestead races, but just struggled in the final stage out of his control. But he tried, and he made it as far as the round of 8, which was pretty impressive in itself. But maybe next year he'll finally win. And now, on to Cup. Prediction number 1. Kyle Larson will win the Homestead race. Well, that one was automatically wrong once Kyle Larson got suspended for saying a racial slur during an iRacing event, so... Yep. Prediction number 2. Both Kurt and Kyle Busch will finish 1-2 at least once. Both of them did manage to get just 1 win. Although it would have been funny if Kyle Busch didn't win a race. But, no. Yeah, none of them finished 1-2, so that was wrong. Number 3. Eric Almirola will win a race that isn't at Daytona and Talladega. Well, he should have won one of the Pocono races, but he took 4 tires instead of 2, and I think he dominated Kentucky before something. I don't know, but yeah, he arguably should have won at least 2 races this year, but I guess Almirola just can't finish off races, apparently, even though he should have won the first Pocono race, but what you gonna do, I guess. Prediction number 4, Ryan Newman will break his winless streak. Well, the only chance he really had of doing so was in the Daytona 500, where, unfortunately, he had his horrifying crash, which, thankfully, he was able to survive, but man, that was just, man. And to come so close, too. Like that was the only time Newman was contending for the win this year, too, so. But hey, I was glad that he was okay, and he was able to still run races after that, so. Yeah. Number 5. Brad Keselowski will go winless. Well, tell me how that worked out, since considering that Keselowski won 4 times this season. Like, the plan was, I thought Keselowski would have a true horrible season because Penske was going to find a way to put Austin Cindric in the 2 car. Well, yeah, I mean, at least Keselowski was able to have a great enough season to sign another year with them. And Cindric's going to do another year at Xfinity before he takes over Matt DiBenedetto's ride in the 21 at the Wood Brothers. But anyways, moving on. The point I'm trying to make is that, yeah, obviously that was wrong considering that Brad won 4 races. So, screw me, I guess. Prediction number 6. Ryan Blaney will have more wins than Joey Logano. Well, this one probably should have been correct, but, Ryan Blaney just can't seem to win races except when it's that one race of the year where it's very exciting and he somehow, someway wins in exciting fashion. Arguably, Blaney should have had 4, maybe 5 wins this year. Man, he just had a lot of bad luck this year. And it was supposed to be a breakout season for him, especially how much speed he had at the start of the year. And Logano, unfortunately, he made the Final Four, but thank God he didn't win the championship. But yeah, as Logano had 3 wins and Blaney only had just 1, even though it should have been 4 or 5. But moving on. Prediction number 7, Kevin Harvick will not make the Final Four. Wow. I was actually surprised that one was correct, considering how dominant Kevin Harvick was this season, but because of how stupid the chase format is, and Harvick was basically inconsistent throughout 2 of those 3 races. If it weren't for dirty air at Kansas, this would have been wrong, but at the same time, the fact that the most dominant driver all season didn't have a shot to make the chase is just another example why the chase format is stupid. But hey, at least I got that one correct, even though it just proves that the chase is just dumb and we should never have it. But unfortunately, I don't think the chase is going away anytime soon. Prediction number 8, Olive Hendrick will win at least once. Well, the only one that didn't win was Jimmy Johnson, which, I honestly thought Jimmy Johnson was going to win at least one more time. And he was in position to win a couple of times, but he just struggled and just couldn't finish it off. But William Byron was able to get his first career win at Daytona in the Coke Zero Sugar 400, and Alex Bowman was able to have a breakout year, getting a win at Fontana before the pandemic hit, and Bowman was able to make the round of 8, and Chase Elliott, well, he had an impressive season as he was able to win 5 times and the 2020 Cup Series championship, so yep, the only one that was winless was Jimmy Johnson in his final full-time season before he will go to IndyCars next year at Ganassi. Prediction number 9, there will be at least 2 flips in the same race. I think the closest for that happening was the Fall Talladega race, but there were no flips in that race, though. Sure, there were 2 cars that got airborne, one in the backstretch, which I don't know who it was in that backstretch crash early in the Talladega race. But I do know the second crash was Kurt Busch going in the air, but he did not flip. He did not go over, but the only flip that really happened in Cup that year was Ryan Newman's horrible Daytona crash. So, yep, that one was wrong. Prediction number 10, exactly 6 races will be decided by a last lap pass. Well, there were only 3, and those were both the Talladega races and the Kentucky race where Cole Custer got his first career win. Prediction number 11, a Chevy driver will win the Southern 500. Well, it was pretty close for that happening, but then, as Chase Elliott was in position to win, but then he and Truex made contact and both of them ended their races there. Not entirely, but they were out of contention for the win. And Austin Dillon was pretty close to stealing that win from Kevin Harvick, but if he would have had at least another lap, I think Austin Dillon would have gotten that victory. But what you gonna do, I guess. And the final prediction of the year is a Daytona 500 prediction where, once again, I am wrong, as I said that Matt DiBenedetto would get his first career win by winning the Daytona 500. Well, he got caught up in a big one. Oh yeah, and also DiBenedetto, he was very close to getting his first win, But he was in position, but hey, at least he made the chase that year. But he arguably should have won a race. And especially since he got screwed over at Talladega in the fall race. I'm still not over that, by the way. So yeah, that's basically all the predictions that I did for this year. And yeah, I will do another one next year, but we'll have to see if I'm going to keep the same format or not. I might change it up a little bit, but it'll probably be the same. But until then, see you back next year when, well, when the season's about to start and I'll get back to the predictions. So yeah, see you all next time. Bye.